because it's been a hot minute. Um, Overall, I'm doing quite alright. Kind of, moved to Spain, as you might know. Probably do, hopefully. And so far, I absolutely love it here. Bilbao is very, very walkable, and everything is so close, and I I don't have anything to complain about. It's almost perfect. I say almost because I don't know the language yet, which means like I'm not fluent in Spanish yet, which means I can't really connect with the locals or the people here just yet. So unfortunate, but slowly but surely. Um, I was at a cafe earlier today and I was writing, and I came to a conclusion, or made another breakthrough or something, if you will, to put it in those words. Um, I found that, okay, as you might know, I've been wanting to improve, I've been wanting to change, wanting to heal, and all of that takes time, takes effort, it takes action, right? It takes action. And I have the time, I have the want, and the only thing that never followed through was the action. And due to that, it felt like I was hitting a brick wall trying to get through, right? Which isn't very productive, always just hitting the same brick wall, like throwing mud at the wall and see what sticks type of thing. So yeah, for the longest time, that's what I was doing, trying to find my way through, trying to power through what I want to do, what I want to be, where I want to go, and it never worked. I always fell back into old habits. I always kind of let myself wander, and in a way, mm, it was very, I wouldn't say pointless, but it felt pointless because I was trying to make all this progress, yet all I did was walk sideways, barely forward, right? But walking sideways is still a thing because of walking sideways, I found a part of the road that isn't a dead end, you know? So they kind of expand on that. I was writing and it occurred to me. I was reading, writing, and thinking at the cafe, and it occurred to me that a part of me didn't want to grow and change. And that, in and of itself, it confounded me because that's the one thing I've always wanted. I've always wanted to be more. I've always wanted to do more and be away from my past, from family, from relatives, my parents, and for the longest time, that's what I wanted. But now that I'm actually here, a part of me didn't want that, and I was confounded, and I thought, okay, why? Why? Because we've made all this progress, all this effort to push forward, and I'm being held back by myself. I was the one holding me back. And that led to, I guess, a kind of conversation with my past self, if you will. Um, it occurred to me that that part of me that didn't want to change and grow was a younger part of myself from 16, 17 that didn't want to be left alone. As you might know, I've had abandonment troubles, and I don't wish, like, I've never wanted to be alone, right? It's one of the things I used to fear the most, being left alone, or being left behind. And me growing and changing incurred that fear of being left behind, because if I grow and change, a part of me felt as if all that happened, the past, all that went on, never happened, or that it would just vanish into thin air. And of course that isn't going to happen, but that fear was there. And looking back, old me, younger me, was very rageful and very spiteful, very upset at the world and all that it went through. And I guess I don't want to let go of all that I've gone through because it made me me, right? But on the other hand, I think I have to redefine letting go, because letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean making sure it never existed. Letting go means, should be defined as not letting it affect me anymore, right? Not letting it have an influence on my actions, on my life, in a negative perspective or connotation anymore. And I had to redefine that so I could properly move on and properly venture forward, because I deserve a very healthy and very fruitful life. And the only thing that was holding me back from that was myself. So yeah. Also, the camera's about to die, so I'm gonna have to cut this short. But yeah, I hope you have a good one, kids, and I love you. Stay safe, and make sure to think on the past, but not let it hold you back from the future. Okay? Alright, bye.